I I was so angry. I went into a fury. I just can't believe the lack of support to stop Health Canada. I sent out to every member of Parliament, federal and provincial, and every media coast to coast, my story on Health Canada are murderers. Because it is true. Absolutely true. They are murderers. And they're about to rob us of what little rights we have, which ain't much. If their new regulations go through, I and people like me will die or suffer and become unable to work, drugged, and surviving in wheelchairs in nursing homes. That was to be my future. I'm not going to go in the details of my story. I've put it out on everything already. LinkedIn, you're interested, you go. But that was my fate, and I escaped it with no help from Health Canada because they were the cause. They killed my cousin, 9 years old. They killed my mother in 2017. They killed a policeman's brother. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in the last 100 years have died as a direct result of Health Canada. And not because it was necessary. But they are so corrupt, so fascist, but smarter than the Nazis. They do it legally. And you'll never see any of them go to jail for what they've done. If their legislation goes through, every Canadian will be robbed of their right to choice. That's true. There's a lawyer in Toronto fighting it, but with very little help. I sent him what I could, which isn't much. I've lost my home, I've lost all my money, I've spent my whole life fighting for human rights and failed, and I've nothing to show for it. I don't care about that. I care about the fact that this legislation is going to go through. I'll find a way to survive, but most Canadians won't know what to do. I've written it so many times, the horror of what Health Canada did to me, that right now, the fact that they're in the process of robbing what few choices we have, which is already very little, and there's absolutely almost nothing on social media, a mere blip here and there, and nothing in national media. Even the health groups and the doctors and the holistic medicine people and the native people, I can't believe it. They should be up in arms. I would if I could, but I'm severely handicapped. I live in a gas mask. Why aren't they marching on Ottawa? Why aren't they stopping it? Why aren't our media doing something? I don't know. Health Canada is creating legislation that'll put this country back to 1876, when it was illegal for Native people to share their knowledge on herbal or holistic natural medicine. They're going to put out of work the health food industry, the health food stores, the holistic doctors. Why are they just sitting back and doing nothing when they tried this once before, a few decades back? This is before the internet. Thousands upon thousands of Americans came to our rescue and slammed those suckers down and stopped it. But now there's nothing. The Americans aren't here to help us because social media is billions and billions of posts a day of frivolous, stupid, silly stuff. It's impossible to be heard. And to think that they're going to put food supplements out of the hands of natural healing experts in the industry and into the hands of the prescription drug manufacturers, those evil, profiteering maniacs. They're on the take, people. They're on the take. Already, unlike Europe and the United States, we don't even have the right to know what's in our food. That's why my life was destroyed. I didn't know what my allergies were. And when I found out, I still didn't know how to stop it because I was eating Canadian food. I was 70 years old when I found that out. And I boycotted all Canadian food, and at 72 I got well. I had 1 year, and then a tumor took me down. I'm 78 in September. This is May. And by not knowing what's in our food, it destroyed so many lives and killed so many children. And I just don't know why Canadians are so apathetic. Food labels in Canada are still not required to list all ingredients. Go to any grocery store in the bakery department and look at the blank label. No ingredients are listed, nor do they have to be. I've personally spent the last 34 years of my life campaigning for rights for Canadians, better gas mask equipment for the men, military and the firemen and the miners. Americans helped me with that, so I was pretty much successful to a degree, but no help from Canada or from the unions in Canada. They wouldn't help me. I got the American unions to help me. If they ship food to any country other than Canada, they have to put all ingredients on the label, and they've had to do that for 50 years. But if they ship in Canada, they don't have to put anything. I took a severe attack from fish oil from Loblaws. When I phoned begging them, I was so sick because I do know, with the help of Americans, how to detoxify, providing I know what the chemical and what the ingredient is. And they wouldn't tell me. Metro never did that to me. I'd call Montreal and I'd ask what the ingredients were, and even though they didn't have to, God bless the French, they took the time to find out for me. Health Canada is the most fascist, corrupt agency on the planet, and they'll never go to the jail for the crimes they have committed. I will never, ever forget that handsome young policeman who came to me to rescue me in a little coffee shop in Brantford, Ontario in October 1986. He got there while he was driving his car in Mississauga. His dead brother, who'd been killed by the very same treatment that I received that was killing me. Yes, in a vision. There is another dimension, people. And I don't care if you believe it or not. I have all kinds of witnesses who saw what happened. And he said to me, they murdered my brother. And his voice was soft and low and sad, and the pain of saying it so difficult, so painful, that he almost choked on the words. I screamed and screeched, Health Canada are murderers and they should be in jail. Everybody in the shop agreed with me. They'd heard my story by now. I'd been there for 3 hours waiting for someone to rescue me. And yes, I'd had a vision from someone from the dead. That's how I got there. It's another story. It doesn't matter. But today I can prove Health Canada are murderers. They caused my disease knowing full well and what it is, and it's unlikely I'll ever be published in today's world. But for God's sakes, stop. Stop. Stop Health Canada from killing any more children. Stop them from murdering any more people. Stop them from causing chronic illness and destroying lives of Canadians. Please, I'm begging you out there. Somebody come to our rescue, because I can't get anybody in Canada powerful enough to stop them. Our politicians just don't give a damn. Our lawyers don't care. Trent Faldeen, that bastard, he took $70,000 of what little money I had while my mother was dying. And I was so sick I could barely speak. And he tricked me. He never intended to help me get the laws changed. He just used me. And when I ran out of money, he just fired me. Left me with nothing. Yeah, that's Canada. Welcome to my world, people. Oh, please, somebody out there, help me stop them. I've done everything I know how to do. I was an investment consultant in real estate. The evidence is on Facebook. It's all over the internet. I put it out there. My story's out there. All the evidence is out there. They're responsible for my disease. And now they're going to rob us of the right to choice. I'm 35 years clean, sober, drug and prescription drug free. Yes. And I have lived with dying to get rights for Canadians. And now Health Canada is going to take from what little rights I have. They're going to rob me of everything that I have left. And they're going to rob every Canadian of the right to choice. Please, somebody out there, hear my plea. Please help us expose the truth. Health Canada must be stopped, or every Canadian and every child in this country is doomed to suffer as I did. Why is there no media outrage in Canada? Why are politicians allowing Health Canada to rob Canadians of what little rights we have, which is practically nothing? Oh, I know. They all think I'm just some radical bitch not worth listening to. That's because I can't earn money anymore. Health Canada robbed me of that ability. Well, I've done all I know how to do. Please, somebody, get the message out there. Stop Health Canada. This is May 10th, 2019. Stop those murderers, because yes, they are murderers and they should be in jail. They should be shut down and Canadians given a health agency that's completely democratic. But I'll never see that in my lifetime. Not without help. Stop Health Canada, please.